And so we're at about 12,500 feet of elevation. And he's a really tough guy, but he said he's in horrible condition, feels like he's gonna die.
He's very sick.
Yeah, very sick.
When?
Sorry?
How are you feeling?
Oh, like I'm dying?
Holy shit. My lungs are filled with fluid and I can't breathe.
Every adventure comes with a risk. Every journey comes with a challenge. And of course, take the right steps, those risks and challenges, they're manageable. But sometimes, if you go too far, you may find that they are not.
All of us are going to an area of the world that we've never been before. There's so much that we don't know.
There's a percentage of a chance that I might not come back from this.
Nepal is a breathtaking and vast country, housing the colossal giants, the Himalayas. But as history has shown, reaching those can come at a cost. And in a country with some of the worst roads, altitude challenges, and remote regions in the world, traveling there with 10 strangers and no guide, on a quest to reach some of its most remote regions by motorcycle, that isn't just a challenge. That's an impending disaster.
Feeling good?
Yep, feel good.
Hell yeah. How are you feeling?
I'm ready.
Yeah?
I've been ready.
Any last words there, Sean?
I'm excited for the goat milk.
I don't know if I'm excited for that.
After arriving in Kathmandu, the team didn't waste any time. We spent a couple days getting ready, and then we got on the bikes and took off. Our goal was to reach the Upper Mustang, a remote area of Nepal that housed an ancient Himalayan kingdom, a place that few had gone and was almost entirely inaccessible to the outside world until now. A quest to the kingdom of love. But even just on day one, we quickly realized just how large the challenges ahead were. With crumbling roads and deadly traffic, aggressive buses, and roadside rock slides, just getting out of the city felt like a wrestle with death. And in that moment, you really realize that the next 12 days, it's not going to be easy.
So, day one complete. Crazy, wild, messy. I mean, we're going far. We're going really deep into the Mustang and heading this far into a place you just don't know what to expect. But it's crazy to think that it's gonna get even more tense than this. It's wild. It's really wild.
That traffic is next level. I've ridden a street bike for like 8 years in a lot of big cities, and there's nothing like that.
The next morning, our homestay sent us off with a blessing. Our first true experience with the local culture and religion. And with a tough day behind us and a good night's sleep, we saw the next day as a chance to get out of the city and away from danger. And although we saw this blessing as something ceremonious, as it turned out, we were going to need it.
One bike stopped having electricity whatsoever, and now we fixed it, and 2 other bikes doing the same thing. So if we can't get this bike started, essentially we're stuck here.
Which means tomorrow, though, we're just gonna have to absolutely bomb it out and climb something like 8,000 feet.
After feeling like our luck was completely out, a stranger showed up and offered us a unique experience.
So we've been stuck roadside for a while now, and a local family invited us to come over for some lemon tea, which sounds like a dream right now because I'm grossly dehydrated. So we're gonna oblige. Let's go.
And what is your name?
Josh.
Josh. My name is Netra. Netra Gautam.
Netra Golden.
Yes.
Josh Goody. Nice to meet you, man.
Yes.
Pleasure.
And just like that, a disaster turned into an opportunity.
Stay for a while.
Thank you.
How are you?
And about
Tapo.
In the middle of nowhere, between two groups of absolutely unconnected people and lives, we found a reason to connect.
Yes.
And as simple and straightforward as a moment like that can be, I tell you, it's the kind of thing you wouldn't trade for $1 million. But little did we know, our problems were just beginning.
another day, another breakdown. We no longer have a backup bike.
Yeah, that's our backup. If we lose another one, we are we're riding 2 up, I guess.
Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's bad news. Rear frame is just completely broken, and that bike is extremely dangerous to ride. Don't know if we have service. I don't know if we have contact with the other group. We're trying to find that right now. We are between a rock and a hard place.
The further we pushed towards the Mustang, the more challenges we faced.
Normally this is something that we'd stop for right away and get fixed, but we got no chase truck, no backup, no support. We're just trying to get this thing into town. It's in rough shape.
With long days and tired bikes, the cost of completing our expedition began to grow exponentially.
What happened?
The back of his bike slid out and he went down on the side.
Shit.
So
Hopefully he's all right. So do you think it might be broken?
most likely.
Most likely.
With each incremental day, this journey began to feel like a death trap.
I blacked out. I woke up to 2 other riders behind me picking the bike up off me. That was by far my worst day of the trip.
This is, I don't know what elevation we're at right now, but let's even say we're at 5,000. That's a 7,500 foot climb from here in like 6 to 8 hours. It's a high rate of ascension.
Think you'll feel it up there?
I don't think anybody won't.
These expeditions really make you realize that even your greatest fears or your biggest defeats, it feels like nothing in the shadows of giants. And whether or not we get too caught up on a reason or too tied to our idea of what we can or can't do, sometimes we end up in this place where just answering the question of why can be difficult. But the reality is no matter the challenges that you face, sometimes it is the act of facing a greater challenge that gives you strength to defeat them all. Freshline's expeditions do exactly that. They take all of the pieces of life, all of the ups and downs and challenges, they pull you out of them and put them in perspective. Going on these trips and seeing the extent to which people go to challenge themselves, to unknowns and strange places, incalculable risks and uncertain fates, creating meaningful connections along the way and embracing new faces like family, it's incredible. And you realize that no single part could ever do this alone, because every breakdown there's a breakthrough. We're stronger with every fall, more determined with every setback. And we realize that there's strength in a team, a power in community, and something deeply profound in a mutually shared purpose. So strong that even in the shadows of giants, with the right community, there's no challenge that cannot be overcome. And with that determination, we reached the kingdom of Low.
I'm out of gas.
Nice job. We made it. We made it somehow. Somehow we got these bikes to go up the damn hill.
What do you think of this place?
It's incredible. It's like nowhere else I've ever been. Unbelievable. The people have already been so nice. We haven't even talked to anyone. Wave and smile.
Did you like it, Ted?
Oh, this was a hardcore ride today to a hardcore place.
What would you think of that ride, Sean?
Bumpy.
I've never appreciated the Monty so much.
Seriously, this is like hitting my spot for sure. I'm so cold.
You feel it in your soul, can't you?
Oh, it hurts. Hurts so good.
Oh, thank the riding gods. So, we made it. All of us. To a place that took us back in time. An ancient Himalayan kingdom. And just like us, the bikes needed a bit of a rest too. So, we took the opportunity to just be. We spent time getting to know locals, sharing each other's individual stories and experiences. We took part in local ceremonies, learned more about Lowe's incredible past and inspiring values. And Freshline donated a laptop to the kingdom as part of their never-ending mission to leave every place a little bit better than they found it. And as good as it feels to end here, it's not always how adventure works.
Alright, so Kyle just said, Will, this is Kyle. I think my lungs are filling with fluid because it gurgles when I breathe. Even trying to get dressed feels impossible.
Learning that a team member woke up with severe altitude sickness meant there was one thing that we had to do. Get him the hell down the hill.
We need all of our shit in the series truck now.
It'd be great if we could get him out of here ASAP. You don't fuck around with this shit because you just fucking die.
He's very sick. Wait.
How are you feeling?
Oh, like I'm dying?
Shit.
After 1 hour, they have oxygen.
In 1 hour? What town is that?
It's Charang.
Alright, rushing to get the stuff out. The chase truck needs to head to the hospital. ASAP.
With Kyle's blood oxygen level in the mid-70s, it literally meant the situation was life or death. And with the resources we had available to us, our only option was to get him down in altitude as fast as possible to save his life. And just like that, through mountain passes and steep, steep cliffs, the team got Kyle back down to ground soil. And with oxygen back in his lungs, quickly his condition improved. So we made our way back to society, to green grass and lush meadows. Something that 10 days ago felt so strange, now it felt like home.
Well, after 14 days, thousands of kilometers, we're done.
I've never done anything quite like this before, and I was very uncertain of what I was signing up for. I had one phone conversation with somebody and decided to go along with it and fly 12,000 miles from my house to meet a bunch of people I've never met before and ride around in a country with no laws. And I would do it again in a heartbeat. I think it was the fucking coolest thing I've ever done.
It's hard to describe what the end of an adventure feels like, but it definitely feels less as if something's over and more as if something's complete. Regardless of challenges, ups and downs, or things we face along the way, there's one thing for certain. Brotherhood is what brought the team back safely, what brought us back together. And connection is what made the journey worthwhile. Learning to support each other and leaning on each other in times of need, that's kind of what this whole thing is about.
How are you?
You realize that this journey wasn't really about conquering mountains or navigating treacherous paths. It was about the bond we formed with each other and the trust that we built. So, I don't know. It's funny that sometimes it takes going halfway across the world with complete strangers to stand in the shadows of giants, just to remind yourself of your own humanity. But nonetheless, it's definitely worth it.